What's up guys, my name is Vegas and I'm your low yellow coach. Today we are playing some Karthus jungle. As always, I'm going to have the runes up screen there. And Karthus, he's really strong right now just because they buffed the jungle camp timers. So with Karthus, you literally just want to farm until you get to level 6. And since camps respawn quicker now, you can just that's a buff to all farming junglers, and that's great for Karthus. You do not want to pick him. First picking him is kind of scary, because he's easily countered by just picking tanks or, champions like Soraka. Her ult completely cancels out Karthus' ult. And you can see in this game, we're up against a Set and a Jax. Jax is fine, but that team's, mostly squishy, so we're okay. But even if you, super fed in the late game, you're not going to do any damage to tanks if they've built MR. So we're going to start with our Hunter's Talisman and Refillable Potion. And we are going to just watch the topside buff to make sure we don't get invaded. But we are going to start blue. So we just want to let our bot lane know. And we're just going to hang out here until around 50 seconds. Oh, it's... Okay, interesting. We're up against a Jax jungle, but Kha'Zix mid. It's kind of weird, but I've actually seen Kha'Zix mid before. Alright, we're going to place our ward, and we're going to pick up an Oracle Lens. That's why we do that. We get a free ward by picking up an Oracle Lens, basically. Oracle Lens is great for ganking. It's the perfect trinket for a jungler. Unless you're playing Lee Sin. So like I said earlier, your main goal is to get to level 6, so we're just going to full clear our jungle. If we see a good gank, we'll go for it, but you just want to go straight for level 6. So we're gonna start Q level 1, and I'll explain this more when we get to the AoE monster camps with multiple monsters. But your Q does double damage if it hits one target. You want to toggle your E on and off in the jungle. You don't want to keep it on because it will drain all your mana, even with blue buff. So we can keep it on for a little bit, and then we want to turn it off. Here, around here, if I'm starting blue side, I like to use my health potions. Just to keep healthy. Because Karthus takes a lot of damage. So you want to make sure you're cutting your jungle camps. And I like to put a second point in Q. Since you're not going to be using your wall unless you're ganking. So you can see Karthus has one of the fastest jungle clears. Which also makes him a great farming jungler. You see, it's already 3 minutes. The scuttle hasn't even spawned yet, and I've almost fully cleared my jungle. Again, you have to make sure to cut your camps so you don't take too much damage. You gotta be careful here. We don't want to die. Our smite's up in just a second. We're gonna smite that just to get the extra health. Keep kiting them. And now we can grab our W and look for a gank. We are very low, so we have to be careful. Pretty sure Set saw us there. Just gonna hit him with the wall. And then start hitting him with Qs. We have to be really careful though. Keep our distance, because yeah, he's gonna go for us. There we go. And just like that. Smart people will try and go for you when you're ganking because you're very squishy and weak. But we kept our distance there. We flashed away and we managed to pick up the kill. So we're gonna go for the Fiendish Codex first. Runic Echoes is our jungle item. I'm actually gonna sell my health potion and pick up a Dark Seal. Dark Seal is a really strong item if you don't die. So if you're just starting out on Karthus or you're not that confident, don't pick up a Dark Seal. You can just grab, if you have the extra gold, you can just grab your boots here instead. And keep the potion, because the potion is really helpful early on. Looks like Zed needs some help mid, but we're going to try and grab this scuttle. Oh, looks like Pyke is there. So we're going to go down bot. We're going to try and gank bot. Oh, okay, it's warded. So we're going to clear the ward. Pyke's coming back down there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and grab this scuttle. I have to keep an eye out though. Because I'm pretty sure Jax went to the top scuttle. But yeah, we gotta watch that Pyke. Looks like they're fighting, so we're gonna head down to help our bot lane. Put the wall up, slow them. That's a heal. Okay, we're just gonna help shove the wave. We're not gonna take the CS. We're just gonna take the XP. And we're gonna go back and start clearing our jungle again. So we're already level 5, which is pretty good timing. So, looks like they traded a kill bot and Karthus is heading down. Our mid laner actually warning pinged him, but he changed his mind. Alright, is he gonna kill? Oh no. Alright, we're gonna head mid and see if we can pick up a kill on his Kha'Zix. Oh, he ended up killing him. Alright, we're just gonna continue to clear our jungle. After our Krugs, it looks like we'll get level 6. Unfortunately, I didn't notice the Jax there. That was partly my fault. It doesn't look like... No, it doesn't look like we're gonna get anything. He's backing away. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do our Krugs, get to level 6. Make sure to keep kiting them. When doing your Krugs, you always want to try and kite like around the big Krug, so the small one doesn't hit you. There we go, we got our level 6. We're gonna back because we're low, but we're gonna ping out our ult. We always, now we've got our ult, we need to be looking at our lanes very often. Whenever a fight breaks out, whenever we see someone low health, we want to use our ult. So now we don't have enough to finish our item, but we're just going to pick up that and 2 control wards since we've got the spare gold. If you've got a spare slot and then enough gold, always pick up a control ward. Looks like Jax is camping mid this game. Again, we want to continue to clear our jungle. I'm interested to see what Jax is doing because he's on the top side of the map and Dragon's up. I think we're going to try and solo the dragon here, guys. They have no vision. And Jax is, we saw Jax top side. Yeah, Jax is going top, so this is a free dragon. It's going to be a little close. But we got our smite, so we got it. Okay, we're going to try and help out the... Okay, looks like he backed off. Okay, they're low. The Jax is low, but our ult's not going to do enough damage. What you can do a quick tap on the enemy champion to see how much health they have. But I know, just from playing Karthus for a long time, that, especially very early on, your ult does not do as much damage as you think it would do to low health enemies. They have to be very, very low once you're like early on in the game. So keep that in mind. So I'm very low, but I can clear out a couple more camps. I just need to be careful. You can use your Q to test vision. So if you put your Q in a bush, it will reveal like what's in the bush. Okay, I'm a little too low to do my red buff. But I'm gonna back here and grab my jungle item. Now again, that Vayne was low, but not low enough. If you're playing late game Karthus, if someone's got half a health bar like Vayne, you can one-shot her if you got your items. But early on, your ult does not do much damage at all. Okay, I'm gonna ult here just to see if we can save the Nasus. There we go. We saw the Nasus was fighting him, so we ult to just help him out, and luckily we saved him and got the kill. That's exactly what you want to do. You need to be checking all of your lanes to see if they're in fights. While you're walking to your jungle camps, in between jungle camps. During your Q animation, whenever you can get looking at your lanes, have a look. Because they might need you. Playing Karthus builds up great map awareness. Alright, Jax was last seen around here, so I want to be a little careful while our flash is up. Okay. We're 2 levels up on Jax, we can definitely 1v1 him, and we're hitting our Qs. So we're going to flash away from the set just to be safe. We might have been fine if we didn't flash, but we're just going to do it anyway. It's better to be safe than sorry, especially when you've got a Dark Seal. And I've got a shutdown as well now. Looks like Nasus is coming mid, so we're going to see if we can catch up. Okay, we have to be careful. Because Karthus is able to one-shot us. I don't know why the Nasus got too greedy there. We didn't need to go under the turret. Okay, we saw someone in that bush, but we're fine. The reason I didn't go straight onto the Karthus there is because he can one-shot us. You're very squishy as Karthus. The only escape you have is your flash. So you want to keep your distance to people. Try and, like, you want to, basically anyone closer than that, you want to, like, back up. That's, like, how safe you have to be. You just want to poke people at range with your Qs. Your Q on Karthus is your bread and butter. You really need to learn how to hit your Qs if you want to be a good Karthus player. You can always just farm up and press ult when an enemy is low, but if you want to really like carry as Karthus, you need to learn to hit your Qs. Right, we got a ton of gold now, so we're gonna actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get to 2,500 gold so I can pick up 2 large rods, and we'll go into a Rabadons next. After your jungle item, Runic Echoes, every other item is really situational on Karthus. If you're worried about getting dived, you can buy a Zonias. If they got a lot of AP, you can buy a Banshees. Alright. We got our ult up and Nasus needs help, so... Okay, we're gonna ult here. We almost got a double kill there. It's a good thing we checked that before we backed though. Okay, Jax should be dead. Yep, there we go. Good job. Oh.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Wow, the Pyke came in. Pyke could have got a double kill on us if he hit his ult, but luckily he didn't, and we managed to pick up an extra kill for free. Now we have 3,300 gold, a fully stacked Dark Seal. This is fantastic for us. We're so far ahead now. We can get this, and we're going to pick up our boots as well. I forgot we didn't have any boots. So the next items we want to get when we back is we want to upgrade our boots, we want to upgrade our Dark Seal, and we want to get our Rabadons. I think it doesn't really matter which one we upgrade first. But this is a perfect game so far. We've got a 700 gold bounty now, so after we upgrade those items, we're definitely going to build a Zonias, I think. Alright, Dragon's up, so we're going to pick up Dragon. Just place a control ward to see if there's any vision. And then we're going to get back to clearing our jungle, ping our ult. It's important for your team to know when your ult is up, so they know when it's safe to fight. Because a lot of the time, if your team fight, wherever you're there or not, and you have your ult, you can, it's such a, like, it's just such a huge way to win a fight. It can turn a lot of fights. I'm gonna ping it again. Okay, they didn't save the Jinx, but they still killed him. Unfortunately, Nasus died there. I didn't see how low who he was fighting was. He was fighting Jax and someone else, I think. Or he might have... The Pyke? Oh, no, I think he might have killed the Set. I don't know. But, ult's not going to do anything there, so we're going to hold on to it. Just clear it. We got enough for Rabadons now. I think that's what we're going to go for next. Alright, now we're going to pick up our Rabadons. Oh, I wish... I'm actually going to... Actually, no, I'm not going to wait. I was going to wait for my boots, but it's like an extra 150 gold. It's not worth waiting that much. Alright, we don't want to start Herald, because... Oh, yep. Alright, we're going to flash that. That was close. Our team are here now, so we want to fight this. There we go, we've sandwiched them. There's no way they're getting out. Pyke's very slippery, so I don't think we're going to catch him. But we can definitely get Herald now. Okay. This is a bit of an awkward team fight. We can still win it though. We do a ton of damage. Oh, unfortunately we don't have enough mana to ult and kill the Pyke. He's going to back before we get our ult. But it's 20 minutes, we're in their base already. And we're not even at our full power as Karthus. He's gonna go for the kill. I've got no mana. Oh, but I still got it. One thing you have to be wary of is your mana. You always need to make sure to turn your E on and off. Don't just leave it on because it will drain your mana. And you will need blue buff a lot of the time. Oh, wow, they've already surrendered. So I guess that's how you win as Karthus in 20 minutes. Wow. That was crazy game. Unfortunately, I didn't get to show how strong Karthus can be late game, but I'll go over that a bit more in a summary here. So number one, the first tip begins before the game even starts. You do not want to first pick Karthus, as he's very easily countered in champ select by tanks and, like I said at the start, heroes like Soraka. So if you're last pick and they've got a tanky team, you might want to avoid him, because even if you get really far ahead in the early game, you're going to really struggle against those tanks in the late game. So you want to pick him against primarily squishy teams and try and avoid first picking him. Number two, get to level 6. In the first 5 minutes of the game, this is your only goal. You just want to completely fully clear your jungle. Normally well, most games you're gonna want to start on your blue side since Karthus takes a lot of mana with his E during his jungle clear. You can start red side and still have enough mana to clear very quickly, but I recommend blue side most games. And now, once you get to level 6, step 3, you need to be watching the map. You need to be checking your lanes every few seconds in between jungle camps, in between like Q animations. You need to be looking at your lanes. You need to be watching for like low health targets if your lanes are getting into fights, because your ult can change your fight. And it's like, you know, it's easy assist gold, it's easy kill gold, it's easy Dark Harvest stacks. But you do need to remember that your ult in the early game does not do as much damage as you think it does. Check how much damage it does when you hover over it. Have a look at the enemy player's health if you have the opportunity to. If someone's trying to get away. But keep that in mind. Now, number 4. You can easily be a good Karthus if you just ult at the right times. But if you want to really carry as him, you need to hit your Qs. I definitely recommend practicing this just in a practice tool. Just go into a custom game, practice clearing your jungle, kiting with your Q. You really need to learn to time and hit your Qs, because that will help you win a lot of 1v1s, and it's just, you know, it will take your Karthus game to the next level. Also, you want to be playing safe, especially if you go for the Dark Seal like I went that game. There's 2 ways of playing Karthus. You can go in and die and utilize his passive in like big team fights, or you can play safe, stack up that Dark Seal, that Magi's, and then hit those Qs while you're kind of like in the mid to backline field team. Now, number 5, I like to say this on almost every champion, because you should not be building the same items every single game, because in every game there's like 10 different champions. There's there's so much going on that varies, and you should not be building the exact same items. Runic Echoes is your only core item on Karthus. That game I went for a Rabadon's the second, since I was really far ahead. But if you're struggling, if you're getting dived, you might want to build a Zhonya's second item. If they building a lot of magic resist, you want to go for a Void Staff. If they have a lot of healing, a Morello's. It really depends on what the enemy team are doing, their champions. So don't build the same every single game, build depending on the situation. And now tip 6, I didn't really get to show in the last game, but in the late game when the teams start grouping out 5v5s, you want your team to play around your ult. It is so strong. It's one of the strongest abilities in the game late game. You want to tell your team, do not fight unless you have your ult. Unless your team is really far ahead, then by like in that game, the game would be over anyway. But if it's a close game, you want to get any advantage you can. You want to be waiting for your ult. And if you're taking Ultimate Hunter like I did, it's going to be up like every 60 to 90 seconds really, most games. So it's not that long to wait. Just tell your team when your ult is up. And now for the last tip, buy control wards, guys. If you're leaving the base with more than 75 gold and a free item slot, you're playing the game wrong. Buy those control wards. Alright. Karthus is one of my favorite champions. I would like to make more videos on him in the future, especially showing the different type of playstyles and those longer games where you really get all your items and your ult can like absolutely demolish an enemy team. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey guys, if you enjoyed the video, consider clicking the link to my Twitch in the description. Give me a follow. On Twitch you can see me live a few days a week making big plays on League as well as other games. And I'll see you in the next video.